the Latinos Out Loud podcast. Yeah, that's what this is. Latinos Out Loud.
Yo, my God. There's so much to talk about. LOLeros. Hi. Get comfortable. I'll give you a moment. Great. How's it going, LOLeros? It's your girl, Rachel La Loca. Another episode of Latinos Out Loud. LOL if you like acronyms the way that I do. I love grammar. Some country grammar. Not country grammar. Shout out to Nelly, though. Okay, guys, it's another episode, and I have a lot to talk about. I have two friends next to me that we're going to get to in just a moment. And, where are we, you ask? I love that question. We are at the WP Theater here on the Upper West Side of Manhattan. Thank you to our friends at the WP Theater who opened the doors and opened the stage to us. You know I love a good stage. So yes, life is a stage, and we happen to be on that life today. That makes no sense. Okay, thank you, Shay, and everyone here at the WP Theater for, again, allowing us to do this great episode of Latinos Out Loud here at the WP Theater. Listen, you got to check out their productions. Lots of good stuff here, including a show that we're going to talk about in just a few minutes. But before we get to that, I must make some shout outs. Oh yes, come here, Lens. Listen, there's been a lot of great events lately that I've been going to. And one of them, shout out to former guest and friend of the show, Elaine del Valle. Her movie, Brownsville Bred, is in theaters. Yes, a theatrical release of her amazing movie. Guys, I've been on the journey with Elaine just as a friend and watching her from afar. I saw this show 2 decades ago as a one-woman show. Okay, at the New Eurekan Poets Cafe. And how it's evolved is just so amazing to watch. And she is so deserving of all this success. We must support this movie. You must go out and see this movie if you haven't already. In theaters, just go to Fandango or Mandango or Womandango or however you get movie tickets these days. Go to AMC, go to all the websites and just buy as many tickets as you can. Bring everyone. Bring your mailman, bring the neighbor, bring your weed dealer, bring everyone, because they must see this amazing movie. And congratulations to Elaine del Valle for Brownsville Bred and everyone else involved. Leslie Cohen, the amazing cast that she has, Karina Ortiz, April Rose Castillo. Shout out to the Castillos. Just so many Latino last names to shout out right now. So I'm just going to cut it right there. But check out Brownsville Bred. And you can also go to my Instagram page and see some pictures and fun things from that event at Rachel La Loca. Okay. Another great event that I went to, shout out to the Yankees. Yes, we're moving on. We beat Boston last night. Hootie hoo. Yes, so the Yankees invited us to Hispanic Heritage Media Day, which it was so nice to be entre la gente. These are reporters and journalists that have been serving the Latino community for years. Shout out to Ricky Ricardo, who's the voice of the Yankees, the Spanish language voice. And I got to see a panel, a discussion about the state of Latino media and broadcasting. It was very, very interesting. Shout out to La Chica Deportes. A big shout out to the Yankees people who keep inviting us to these amazing events. Shout out to Jason Zillo, Marlon Abreu, the whole PR team at the Yankees. And congratulations to the Yankees. Speaking of, there was some that we interviewed on the episode, so make sure you check it out. I got to speak to Amed Rosario, fellow Dominicano. Okay, que loco de lo mío. And also spoke to Luis Rojas, which was so interesting. He's the third base coach. He's the guy like at third base, and he's just like, go, you know, like getting everybody to go home. And he really is not that animated when we spoke to him during the interview. But he really comes alive as a third base coach. But he's so smart and comes from a legacy of baseball. His family is like in the dugout, in the trenches, okay? And who else did we talk to? I feel like I'm missing. Oh, of course, Oswaldo Cabrera. Yeah, our friend. When we saw him last, it was at Yankees Hope Week, which we also covered on the show. He was on his scooter. He had an injury, but he has since then healed, and he's playing again. He talked to us a little bit about how his body has healed. So shout out to Oswaldo Cabrera, who has the best energy, and to all the Yankees that continue to show us love on this podcast. The last thing I want to talk about before I get to my amazing guests, which are next to me, I'm so excited. Okay, the Signal Awards. Here we are again. I cannot believe it. Can we make it a three-peat? You guys know in 2023, Latinos Out Loud took home the Bronze Signal Award for Best Comedy. And then in 2024, with your help, we took home the Bronze for Best Host. Best Host, thank you so much. Okay, yeah, Best Host in 2024. Can we make it a three-peat? Yes, we can. She se puede, because we're nominated again, and this time in 2 categories. Thank you so much for making this happen. Shout out to the Signal Awards. We are nominated this year for Best Host Culture. I'm cultured, okay? So vote for me, Best Host Culture, and also Best Interview Talk Show. So go to vote.signalaward.com, search for Latinos Out Loud. You'll see 2 categories open up. You click boopity boop and you vote. You have until October 9th to vote for the Listener's Choice Award. Thank you so much for your support. I love all you LOLeros. You fill my heart. Thank you so much for all the support, and please vote. I could use your help. Okay, that's a lot of information. Take a moment to settle. Let me catch my breath. There, I caught it. Okay, so I have 2 amazing guests sitting next to me. I came to the WP Theater about 2 weeks ago to see this incredible show called Torera. And it is up now. So if you can get tickets, I highly recommend. And then shoot me a DM and let me know what you thought of the show. We have the lead actors in the show sitting next to me. Please, let's give a warm Latinos Out Loud welcome. Put your lighters up for Jackie Guillen and Jared Machado. Hi, friends.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
That was amazing. Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much. You thought that was amazing. We haven't even gotten to the show. You guys, I saw you in the show. Talk about amazing. Congratulations.
Thank
you.
you.
You guys are so good up here. Jackie, your character, I mean, we go through the years, with both of you guys, but you start off as like children. And for me, and I told you this off camera, like you made me feel like a child. You made me tap into what I was like when I was a child. And you did it so eloquently, so flawlessly. I want to talk to you about how you became, young. Remind me of your
Elena.
That's right, Elena and Tanok.
Yes.
How did you become young Elena? What was that like? How do you step into those shoes?
Well, Monet Hers Mendoza, the playwright, actually wrote this character with me in mind. So I think a lot of it was just bringing little pieces and bits of myself to the words that she just put in front of me. And I don't know, I think it's such a gift for an actor to be able to just be up here and play. Because often we're just like worried about all of the other things of like storytelling, and this one, just being children, that's all we have to worry about. It's just playing and being present with each other and trying like little silly things, because that's what children do randomly. And yeah, I think that's just kind of how I stepped into the role. I do sometimes babysit, so there's often times where like, I would like catch little mannerisms that I'm like, oh, that's it. That's a very random thing somebody just did. And then maybe I don't know if I bring it to the stage or not, but I do feel like I just like carry it with me on the off chance that it might just like explode.
You explode on stage for sure.
I do.
Your
100%.
mannerisms, like as a mom of 2, I it's so funny how kids are so predictable. You kids are so predictable. Like just little things, little movements that you did made such big impact. So shout out to you for really making us feel like children.
Yay.
And then Jared, your character Tanok, you guys are like besties.
Yeah.
Which there's such good chemistry here, like on
thank
and
you.
off stage. So fun. This is a really impactful show and so apropos, Bars, to be at the WP Theater because it's about a female bullfighter.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about Tanok. His character is also complex AF.
Yes, he is.
Tell us about Tanok.
Yeah, he comes from a legacy of bullfighters that follow a specific trait of it called rejoneador, where they are on horseback. And it's a certain level of class that comes with that's different than a torero that enters the ring on foot. And with that comes a lot of pressure from his father, but he has this best friend who he can see the talent and the passion that she has for being in the ring, and he wants to bring her with him if he can. And he fights a lot of that sort of class disparity and expectations while balancing being a good friend and a true supporter of her dreams.
So tell us a little bit about the audition process. I want to talk about how you got here, and then we'll
Yeah.
get into more about the show. Because the show really, well, for me, it was like a series, decades coming to life
Yeah.
in front of my face. And you flawlessly, because that's hard too. To like take people through time in a live show is not easy. And you guys really did it really well. So tell us about the audition process. Like, how did you hear about this show, and what about this show got you excited?
Yeah. Do you want to take this one?
Sure. I have been with the project for about 10 years since
Oh
the very
my gosh,
first,
girl.
the very first few pages that Monet had.
Wow.
We went to one of her friends' apartments and we read it out loud, and then just little workshops and readings I've hopped in and out of. And then 2 years ago, the Alley Theater over in Houston, Texas, did the world premiere. And thankfully, I got to live like this like superstar moment where it was just like a direct offer. And I was like, I never want to audition again. I just want to keep getting offers.
Yeah.
And then thankfully, of course, it made its way to New York. And I was lucky enough to get the offer as well to be a part of this production. And then we got to audition all of the family
right.
members.
Yeah.
And that's where Jared's story comes in.
Yeah, I'm from California, so I submitted a self-tape after getting an email about the show, and I knew nothing about bullfighting.
Wow.
But it was very intriguing to me reading the script and getting to know the story and the characters themselves, and I really looked forward to the audition and the scenes that we were doing for the self-tape. They also had me submit a clip of me doing a capote pass.
Tell us what a capote pass
So a
is.
capote pass, the capote is what the toreros use in the ring, the colorful cape that they wave back and forth. And a pass is just the specific way that you get the bull to pass by you. And there was a very specific one they wanted me to do, which gets mentioned a lot in the show, called the porta gaiola. It's when you're on your knees, and the bull comes at you while you're on your knees, and you move the capote around so the bull follows the cape. And I didn't know how to do it. I had never done it before, but I grabbed my audition backdrop, and I had my tripod set up to get me on the floor, and I just did what I thought could look as close as I saw on the video.
Like your green screen, blue
my
screen?
green screen, blue screen. And I'm waving her around on my knees because they said it was very important that there was at least some understanding of physicality, because it's so important in this show.
Yeah.
And luckily, what I gave them was good enough to warrant a callback, and I was lucky enough to do a Zoom call and read with Jackie. And after that, I think it was like a few days after that callback that I heard, I think maybe a week later, I can't remember, but I heard that I had booked it and I was coming out here in a month, and that was it.
And so you came from Cali
I did.
for this show.
Absolutely.
Do you like living in New York?
I love New York. Oh yeah.
Aw.
I have family that I live here, and so I've been coming back and forth almost my whole life, and I love the city, and every opportunity I get to be here, I relish it.
Well, we welcome you.
Thank you.
Okay. This is so great. And like, what a theatrical epicenter to be in.
100%.
Right? Like New
Yeah.
York City. There is nothing like New York
Nope.
City.
No.
There's
nowhere in the
always a
world.
show, whether it's in a theater or, you know, in the New York City transit system. There's always some kind of show.
100%.
Right? Okay, so now let's get more into the show. Your characters. Love your characters. They're so fun. Again, we see them like through the years.
Yeah.
This is a question that I often ask actors that come on the podcast. Like, what is something you want the audience to take away from each of your characters? Like any lessons
Wow.
or just something that you want us to leave with? Because I know what I left with, and I'll answer after you guys
Yeah,
answer.
I would love to hear that.
Yeah.
I think for me, I particularly girls, I would want them to leave with just don't take no for an answer and figure out one way or another to achieve whatever your dreams are, whether they're too big or not. Just what do you want, and just go get it. And that it's possible and it's going to be hard. But at the end of the day, it's only you and yourself, and you want something, you go get it. So that's what I hope. And I hope girls leave like inspired, and I mean everybody in general, but you know, this is a story about a young woman who comes to her own and finally achieves what she's always dreamt of.
I love that so much.
Absolutely.
That's so beautiful. Yeah. Let's talk about she se puede.
Yeah.
Ladies, you could be a bullfighter if you really want to. Now look, comes with some risks.
Yeah.
No, you're a badass girl.
Thank you. And then I've been going to the gym for 2 years since Houston so that I can dangle off of that thing. I didn't even know if Torera was going to happen, but I'm like, on the off chance that this play does come to New York and they ask me to do it,
I want to
to
dangle. I want to be ripped
Yeah.
and show them my upper body tree strength. Yeah.
Absolutely, and she does.
Climb that tree.
And she does.
Girl, that's crazy. I love that. And Jared, how about you? Like, what's one thing that you want? Or it could be more than one thing.
Yeah.
Or do you want to show us your scars first?
You know, I don't have nearly as many as
He's a
impressive
delicate
as
little
her.
one.
And yeah, I only wear shorts for that one scene, and then I got jeans on for the rest of the show.
Lucky.
But no, I think Tanok is someone who really does try to use the privilege that he has, that he was born into, to help those that weren't born into that privilege, and to help those that he loves and those that he's closest to achieve the goals and the dreams that they have. And something I love is that it's never from a place of superiority. It's always so earnest and honest. One of my favorite moments that we have is there's a scene where it's the first scene that we're older than our kid selves, and it's just over and over again where he's just so direct about, I'm going to help you get here. You're going to do this. It's not a dream. You working that job is only temporary. We're going to get you in the ring. We're going to do this for you. We're going to do, and he has this plan that he wants to enact for her. And it's such, I think, a beautiful example of his dedication, his loyalty, and he doesn't really, I think, accept that he's privileged, but he really unknowingly is wanting to use that to help her as much as he can.
I love that. Thanks
Yeah.
for that.
Yeah.
So, okay, I'll kick it off and say, I have to answer the question myself, right? What kind of host?
Oh,
would I
yeah,
be if I didn't answer the
right.
question?
What did you take away when you saw it?
Okay, so I totally got the She Se Puede stuff. Like, just to
Yeah.
see a show about a female in a role that we don't, hear about very often. That's so relatable, like in real life,
Yeah.
Just women doing things that maybe past generations were taught, you are not allowed to do this. Like breaking the cycles, breaking the barriers for sure. I really tapped into my inner child, which I love doing. I'm one of those. There's like a phrase that I learned the other day, kadult. Like it's a kid.
Kadult.
Yeah, kadult.
I like that.
I know it sounds very Jewish, like we're gonna celebrate kadult. No, but Eigewalt. No, but it's actually a thing. Like kids, or adults that do a lot of kids stuff, like collecting, like hobbies,
That's
stuff
cool.
like that. I'm totally a kadult.
Me too.
What else did I take away?
I love that.
Oh,
Me
I love
too.
that too, yeah.
I feel so
Are you a kadult?
seen.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Right? Like we're finally getting recognized. No, we're an actual segment that advertisers and marketers are catering to.
Exactly.
The kadults.
Kadults.
Anyway, I also left being entertained, of course. I have a favorite part of the show too.
Oh,
I
for
mean,
sure.
look, I don't want to do no spoilers, but there's some mama drama. There's some baby mama drama in this show too. Just when there's it's a lot about the bull. I don't know, mama's a bull too. Okay? You know
Yes,
what I'm
she is.
saying? You have to, if you know, you know. You have to just see the show, bars. But yeah, I left just saying that was real world for sure, and how secrets are kept, family
Totally.
secrets. I thought about my own family secrets. I'm like, wow, that came to life on stage. So that was cool.
Yeah.
So those were that was one of my favorite parts of the show, to be honest. Because at the end, some stuff gets revealed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I didn't see that shit coming. I didn't see it coming. I was
Good.
like, wait, what? Oh, that makes sense.
Yes, see, it's great when a twist comes that surprises you, but then it recontextualizes everything you've seen, and you see where the
You go
foreshadowing
back
and
in
the
your
clues
head,
were.
right?
Yes.
Just the first scene, I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, so those are some of my favorite things. What are some of your favorite things about the show?
Oh, man.
I love the first scene. I've always
Me
been
too.
such a
Yeah.
fan of
It's so much fun.
of Tanok and Elena at that age. I love the training scene as
Yes.
well. Because we're a little bit older and there's a different dynamic than when they were.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think and also outside of me being on stage, I really, really love the Juan Gabriel Hasta que te conocí scene with the parents.
Yes.
I am always such a fan, especially there's some dancing in the show.
There's
and
a lot of romance.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love
Absolutely.
watching. I love watching that scene, and I love watching my castmates just go and do their thing. During rehearsals, I was just we're supposed to be off stage, and I was just
Aww.
Trying to
Just
watch.
waddle my way back to the front and just watch
Yep.
because it's just so
Yeah,
beautiful.
it
What about
is.
you? What are some of your favorite scenes?
I know. I feel like the same as you. It's so hard to pick, like, because I think Monet did such a beautiful job of making sure every scene is so important and really moves the character arcs and the story forward. And so it makes it hard to pick as an actor
Yeah.
because everything feels so grounded and important that it's like there's not one scene over the other that I'm like, oh yeah, well this one I feel like my
Yeah.
character gets to do something. Every scene I feel
Yeah.
like there's something beautiful that happens, and I do love that training scene so much.
Yeah.
And the first scene, each one I think presents its own unique challenge and facet of the character that makes it interesting
Yeah.
and fun to dive into.
Yeah.
But yeah, that Juan Gabriel, the dancing
Yeah.
is beautiful, and then Jorge and Elena are just masters, and it's so beautiful to watch them in that quiet romantic moment that they share. It's beautiful.
It is beautiful. Okay, we talked a little bit about training. Any training involved in this?
Yes.
Yeah, talk to us about what you had to do.
So we have a bullfighting consultant, Rodrigo Ortiz from Mexico City. He's been with the project for, I want to say maybe 3-4 years.
Wow.
I know he helped with the workshop production at the Alley, which happened in like 2022. He came back when I did it in 2023 over at the Alley as well. And that consists of about like 3-4 days of training with him, maybe like a full week.
Yeah, probably like a full week.
But we
split
share,
up.
we share obviously text work and all of that rehearsal stuff with
Yeah.
also bullfighting. And then he came back for this one, and it was about the same process where he comes at the beginning, maybe on the second day of
Yeah, so
rehearsal,
probably like
and just
6 or 7 hours
tops, yeah.
with him.
Yeah. And he's just, teaches us about posture, and we have all these questions about
history,
the
and everything
yeah.
too, which is
Ooh.
cool.
And, obviously the capote, which is the pink cape, the muleta, which is the red fabric draped over the sword, the banderillas. He taught us about the tercios. And
What's the tercios?
so it's like bullfighting is in 3 different
Parts,
acts,
yeah.
I guess,
so
this,
dramatic.
Yes,
It is.
it is very
It's
much
very
a
drama,
performance. And he's just, looking at our feet and our arms, and then you never realize how heavy those things are until you're having to
Yeah.
consistently do
Yes,
it.
the capote
Are
is
they
10
heavy?
pounds.
They're 10 pounds.
Really?
Yes.
So how are the biceps, right?
They're hanging on by a thread.
They're sore, but hey, they're getting better.
And then the muleta is also
Yeah, you have to do
so
that
heavy.
muleta,
So it's like
yeah.
this muscle right here. It's just
Because you can only do it with one
yeah.
hand, and you have a sword, and the fabric, and then the
Diesel.
fabric has that wooden plank
Yeah.
connecting the fabric. So you have the wooden plank, the fabric, and the sword, one hand, and you're moving it and doing all that.
And we don't have to deal with outside sources because Rodrigo was telling me, he's like, oh yeah, sometimes when it rains,
Oh
that
my
fabric
gosh.
gets heavy
Heavier.
during a
I couldn't even
bullfight.
imagine.
So he's like, you can remove this fabric because X, Y, and Z. But yeah, the training was just
Yeah.
maybe 7 hours tops. And then
Yeah.
he came back 3 weeks later to just see
Help us out in tech and
where we were. This movement doesn't seem as dangerous anymore. Let's change it. And he's like coming up with like new movements or like kind of collaborating with us as to what we want to try. So we got to just try a bunch of like different little moves.
You guys, this sounds like a workout, like a real, you can put this on DVD and call it Thai Bull instead of like Thai Bo. Like Thai Bull sounds like a real thing. Like watch out Zumba, here comes Thai Bull. I'm serious. Like I need to develop my arms. It's funny because I also have some bull experience, more so in the mechanical bull area. So I don't know if that's relevant, if you guys need any help
Totally.
with that.
Yeah.
'Cause in college, I was on that bull. Okay. This is so great. I always wonder what goes on behind the scenes, you know? So speaking of behind the scenes, what are some behind the scenes moments that you can share aside from like the training, or like, is there a love fest going on back there?
there's not much going on back because we're all doing our own thing.
What's
the second
going
we leave
on?
stage, we have to change or get out of the way of everybody that's moving stuff around as far as like props or set pieces backstage. It's a very tight space, so if you're not in the scene that's going on, you're upstairs in your dressing room, changing up there.
Yeah.
Like she said, once we run on stage in scene 1, there's no stopping. It's a marathon. The train has left the station, and that's it. You know?
Focus.
But if there is fun happen, oftentimes if one of us is not on in the scene.
Yeah.
There's probably a line that you're always
Yes,
like,
we hear all the time.
that you hear it, so
Yes.
you'll just be mouthing it.
Yeah,
know?
or you can see each other from across the wings, and so we'll be looking at each other from across
Or
the
if there's
way.
music, sometimes someone will just be
Yeah.
like, just jamming out to the song.
Yes.
That's probably as much as
Yeah.
what's happening backstage, because as
Short
you said,
little things,
yes.
and then you gotta go.
Yeah.
And does it go by fast?
Yes.
It
Every
does
performance?
every
Yes.
night.
Yeah.
you know?
Before we know it, we're like running upstairs to get ready
Yes,
for
the Act 3, the final moment.
Yeah, for the boule. We call it the boule, which is the
yes,
bull
the
ballet.
ballet.
Oh, I love that. I
Yeah.
love new made-up words.
Yep,
Boule.
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 Fancy.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys, this is so exciting, and everyone has to come and check out the show. You mentioned something that you want people to stick around after the show,
Yeah,
right?
we
Let them
wanna say
know.
hi.
Let them know right now. If you're gonna come to the show,
Absolutely.
come stick around so you can talk to Jared and Jackie, J and J, which I'm sure you've heard before. No,
Well, we have a couple of J's in the cast.
We do.
Yeah.
Jorge, the dad
Jorge,
is
yep.
love it.
Jay.
JJ.
Elena's the only one.
Yeah, I
No,
know.
just kidding.
Yeah,
Elena,
no.
Andrea, and Christian.
Yeah.
I guess the blood family
Yeah.
are JJJ.
JJJ.
That's deep.
Yes, that's why we got cast. That's
Exactly.
Yeah, it makes sense. And so, well, before we wrap up, I'd love to hear about some other projects, because like we've seen you in other places, Off-Broadway, Buena Vista Social Club,
Yeah.
Orange is the New Black, Alma's Way. You guys are like, just so you know, they're not one-dimensional. We're talking multi-dimensional actors. Talk about your projects. What's going on? Where can we see you?
Honestly, like
here
right
for now,
here, right
yeah.
now.
For now.
This is it, absolutely.
I mean, yeah, there's, we've got resumes. There's
do, and, like-
TV. I have some short films that I think are coming out. I
Same
don't know.
here, yeah.
I've been so, like, in this theater.
Yes.
I don't know how to live my life outside of this play.
Oh, wow.
When I'm doing it. So I
takes
don't,
so much.
but yes, I'm in Alma's Way. I'm a cute little Mexican mom from San Diego, California, who just moved to New York.
So great. Shout out to Elaine del Valle again, who's the casting director on Alma's Way, mutual
Yes.
friend. That's so exciting.
Very, very, yeah, I love it. I love it. Yeah, I don't know. Just look me up, Jacqueline-Guillen.com. There's stuff there. I'm sure I'll update my website at some point.
Yes.
Yeah, at some point.
And you know what? It's funny you say that you don't know how to live your life outside of this play. I think bullfighting is a very strategic way to cross the streets of New York City. Okay? Or hailing a cab. Like, what do you call the cloth again? The
capote.
The capote. Yeah,
Yes.
anybody got an extra capote around here? Because I think I could really find that useful in the streets of New York
Absolutely.
City.
Or a banderilla and just like,
Yeah,
get out of my way.
Those are like the little things we throw.
The
Yeah.
sticks.
Yeah. And Jared, how about you? Anything that you want to talk about? that
Nothing
you're-
going on at the moment other than this, and similar to Jackie, it's like this show is just so all-consuming that I mean, this is what we're doing, auditioning. I'm sure as you
Yeah.
are probably as well, but I mean, right now this is what we're doing.
If you're casting anything,
Hit us up. We're here.
we beggars can't be choosers.
Exactly.
That's so great. Okay, final question, and I often ask this of artists and actors, is there is a younger version of Jared out there, there is a younger version of Jacqueline out there, and they're wondering, I want to do this, but how? Like, how can I get there? How can I be successful in this? Like, mommy and papi are telling me not to become an actor and to become an accountant or something. Like, what are some words of advice that you have for the younger version of yourselves? Because they're right there, see? Right there.
I do. I see.
Peekaboo.
Go, you go.
Okay. I feel like, this is a hard industry, and that's a reality you have to face. But I think that if you know about those hardships and you know how challenging it can be, and there still is nothing else you would rather do in this world that would make you as happy, then you owe it to yourself to do it. That's what drives me. It's hard. It's a lot of work. There's a lot of rejection, but what else would I rather be doing in this moment than getting to tell stories and share my passion with people and be hungry, not only taking acting classes, but be a well-rounded person,
Yes.
experience as much as you can in your life, find things that interest you and learn more about them and things you don't know about, because the more well-rounded and more world-traveled you are as a human being, the better you'll be able to put your feet in someone else's shoes as an actor and really tell their story in a truthful way.
Yeah.
That's so wonderfully said.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Mine's gonna be more like, you want to do it, you just have to do it.
Yeah,
and it's going to be hard.
100%.
And that's what either keeps you in the city or wherever you're at, or it takes you back home. I think, and there's no wrong or right answer. It's just, you want to do it, meet people, work with people, love people, and just connect. And the rest kind of comes and falls into place. There's no secret formula or, trick. I think if you want to do it, you will find a way to do it, whether it's creating your own work or not. But yeah, just keep going. My mom, anytime I would call my mom, my first year in New York, she was like, Mijita, if you don't want to be there, come back home. And I was like, no! So you just have to just tackle it as much as you can and just go for it.
Yeah, and you're not alone. You have a community.
Yeah.
Lean on that community, and celebrate every win. Whether it's you auditioned for something that was really cool, that's a win. You got a callback, that's a win. Doesn't always mean you get cast, but celebrate every win. Lean on your community.
And celebrate your community.
Yes.
Because nobody's here to compete with you other than yourself.
Exactly.
Right. That was so well said also. I love it. So tell us your social media handles so that everybody can follow you.
Mine is Jackie, spelled Jacquie.
Ooh, fancy.
Period. Guillen, Guillen. For Instagram.
Love it.
And mine on Instagram is at its.jared.machado.
Lovely. Thank you both for your time.
Thank you
You
for
have a show
having me.
tonight.
We do.
You have a show
In a few
tonight.
hours, we'll be back here on the stage.
So what's happening after this? How do you get into your
I'm going to go get a blowout.
Yeah, girl, go to
I got a
Bar.
facial
Go ahead.
yesterday. I'm going to get a blowout today.
Get your blowout.
But otherwise, then I'll probably run back to the theater about
Yeah,
an
we get
hour
here
and a
early.
half before
We
to
get here
stretch,
early, yeah.
do some practice movement.
Because our call time is 45 minutes to curtain, and
That's not enough.
That's not
Not
enough
enough,
time.
right?
No.
We normally get here about like 90 to 100 minutes before
Yep.
we curtains up. So
Okay. Any pre-curtain things that you do?
we
Unique?
stretch.
We stretch.
We
Jared and I just kind of run in
we
place
do.
in the
We're
back.
right here waiting. Our cue light is on. We're about to start the show. We just run in place, and
Yeah.
we try to amp
Just-
each other
yeah.
up a little bit. Keep talking until
Yeah.
the cue light goes out, so that we're in a good mood when
Yeah.
we get on stage.
Oh, I love
But we do tend to post show. We tend to
We do.
I don't know, we're not becoming alcoholics or anything, but the entire cast is taking
Shots?
what is it?
Yeah, we sip a little tequila.
or mezcal, whatever
Yeah.
bottle people pick.
Yeah.
It's very on brand.
I love it because
so-
someone's always like, I don't think I'm gonna do it today.
Yeah.
And
Like
then
last
then
night.
at the end of the night, everyone's
Everybody's
like,
doing it,
"Ah."
Yeah, of course.
It's a celebration.
Yeah.
It is a celebration. You work hard, you play hard. Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you.
for
Continue
having us.
to break your legs. It's such a great show.
Thank you.
And good luck to both of you.
Thank you.
And please come back on the show so we can talk about your next project.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you again. LOLeros, it's been another episode of the Latinos Out Loud podcast. Again, thank you to everyone here at the beautiful WP Theater here on the Upper West Side. Thank you to everyone behind the scenes. I see you, Eddie. I see you, Romel. I see you, Rosie. Okay, thanks so much. And of course to you, the LOLeros, for continuing. That's the word. For continuing to watch and download and stream and like and subscribe and do all the things that the kids tell you to do today. Please continue to show us that support and go to vote.signalaward.com. Vote for Latinos Out Loud. You have until October 9th. And you can follow me at Rachel La Loca. That's RACHEL La Loca. And please go to the website. We got one of those. It's wearelatinosOutloud.co. Don't go to .com. I'm telling you, an Asian company bought it. It's all in Mandarin. So if you want to go and read some Mandarin, go ahead. Let me know what it says. But go to wearelatinosOutloud.co. And you can give us a call. We have a phone number, you guys. It's 978 Latinos. That's right. Give me a call, 978 Latinos. And you can follow us and catch all episodes on the tube of you. That is YouTube. Okay. Thank you so much, everybody. On that note, we out.
It's the Latinos Out Loud podcast.